Well, there's been lots of issues on PlayStation Network the last few days. My last live stream was ended short. Just at the start of a race, I was coming into turn 1 and disco. So, yeah, in the meantime, there's been no, let's not get in this geezer's way. In the meantime, there's been, limited gaming. Gran Turismo hasn't worked at all during the off period. Some games have worked a little bit. Oh, sorry. I should get out of the way and talk. I'll go up this end. Yeah. So, I was just in Gran Turismo now, faffing around in drift mode, getting pissed off at how the gearbox doesn't work. So I thought, well, fuck it, I'll see if this game's working, and Asetto Corsa's working. So here I am. And I'm going to demonstrate a few things. I'm going to get out of these guys' way a little bit. I mean, for starters, I'm using my clutch to change gear. If you can see by my speedometer on the right hand side there, I should look where I'm going, not at my speedometer, but I've got the 3 gauges that show my brake and my throttle and my clutch. And as you can see, there is a clutch, and it's not just an on-off switch. I can adjust it all like this, and it behaves as a clutch should. In Gran Turismo, when you use your clutch, it's an on-off switch, and it doesn't work on a car if you've altered the gearing. You can only use it on a default gear, but here we are. This game only allows you to alter the gearing on race cars, not on road cars, but this is a race modification. A sort of a race car, it's a drift car. Drivetrain, there we go, final drive ratio, blah blah blah. You can see my top speed and my various gear speeds changing. So there we go, I can change my gear ratios and I can use a clutch. Marvellous. Why the fuck can't Gran Turismo do that in a fucking 80s or a 70s or a 90s car? If it's meant to be manual, it should be fucking manual. I was getting quite proud of my heel in towing and my left foot braking and stuff in 3-pedal cars in this game. In fact, I may even go and find a race room instead of a drift room and go and drive the old faithful BMW 3 Series. Nice E30. I'll have one more bash at this slidey business. There's a nice circular bit in the middle here somewhere. I think this is a Bisu circuit. No, it's not a Bisu, it's... oh, I can't remember the name of it now, but it's a real drift park. I can't find me circle that I like to drift around. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. It's not actually a circle, it's a rectangle, but it's continuous, which is the important thing. Hello, hello. Having a bit of a drift and ranting about Gran Turismo not working properly. Oh, that's my alarm, but it doesn't matter now. One day I'll learn how to do this. Let's abandon this and go and actually get in a racing car and race it. I'd like something I can race the old DTM cars in. Do 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 do. See what cars that chap has. There we go. I'll take the F40 out for a spin. I want to drive that M3 really. I'll see if there's a room where there's an M3 available for me to drive. There's an M3 of sorts. Let's see what else is in the list. Yeah, I'm going to go with that E30 M3. The road going car's a 5-speed, but that's good enough for me. That Toyota I was just driving, I think, is a 4-speed. Have I got any coffee left? No, not worth drinking. It's dregs. I know that says Highlands Drift, but it's not really a drift circuit. I mean, you can drift on it, it's got sweepy bends, but this isn't going to be a drift room, this is a driving room. Quite like this circuit. It's meant to be Scotland after a fashion. Shut up. I wonder if my setups are still there. No setups, it would seem. Oh well, I pretty much remember what to do with this car. $20 litres will be enough for a fucking few laps. That's about it because it's the road car. Oops. It's a while since I've driven this course. Having the track map on is next to useless because it doesn't show you far enough ahead. Almost ran out of road there. I have run out of road. cobbles. Same place as I lost it last time, so look out for that. Not be too greedy on these fucking cobbles. That's better. Scared myself a bit there. What the fuck? It's a good job damage is switched off. Whoa! I was looking at my speedometer, not where I was going. I'm 7/10 down on my personal best at the moment for this session. Oh, cock. Right, when I joined this room there were 2 people in it, but I don't think there are now. I think there's just me. That's the downside of this game. It's the downside of a lot of online games. It's hard to find a likeable lobby that's populated. Yeah, I managed not to spin there. I'm not sure quite what I've been doing wrong. I'm probably just jumping on the brakes too hard too soon. That's good. I'm in the green. I'm nicely in the green. Lost a bit there. This bit tightens halfway round. About here. Right, this is the one that keeps biting me, I think. Oh, fuck this corner now. Hey, I think that's my first really good one. Shouldn't be in fourth here though. Let's have a look for another room. Try and find one with people in it. Might have to race something I don't really want to race. Could just create one. See what car's available. Nothing that I want to drive. That's alright, that's alright, and that's alright. The RX-7's a bit of a handful, but it's fucking rapid. I'll come back to that. I don't know why he's called his Rum Drag Race, because he's got a 10-lap race on in 9 minutes. What cars are going? 10 laps of Highlands long is long. I don't think people will stay the course. There's a Mustang. I don't want to drive any of those cars. Sorry, this is boring if you're watching. Real Clean Races, Red Bull Ring, 4 players. Please have nice cars. It's a flappy paddle, but it's a fair race. 9 minutes to qualify, 7-lap race. Let's rock and roll. Let's throw a smoke together very quickly. I'm fairly familiar with Red Bull Ring. I used to race it quite a lot in various Gran Turismo games. I have driven it in this game a little as well, but not for a long time. Got to have excuses ready, haven't I? It's a long time since I'd set up a Porsche in this game as well. I seem to remember strengthening the rear anti-roll bar helping. I've almost done with me a cigarette. I'll be driving in about 30 seconds. Oh, I do have a clutch. Let's see how far it gets me. Nah. I have to use paddles to change. Yeah, and I don't have to use the clutch once I'm moving. That's what I didn't demonstrate in the manual, which is kind of what I put it in for, was in a proper manual gear, if I were to try and change gear with the stick, but without using the clutch, it would punish me for it. In fact, the paddles won't work in a manual with the gear stick enabled in the settings. Oh, I was looking at my rev counter. can't remember what buttons what on this. That sausage curb was hard. Cool. There's not a massive amount of overtime. Seems we'll be racing in a minute. That's someone with a fuck network connection. You sneak forward halfway up the grid anyway. Bogged that a bit. Gee, thanks guys. Oh. Don't know where my fuel gauge is. I'm gonna have to start pressing buttons. And we'll have a fuel gauge somewhere. It's probably on the dashboard. That was close. Do I pit now or do I carry on with damage? I think I carry on with damage. Hi guys, welcome. thought I'd lost it there. Got front suspension damage from a smash on the first lap. I have no idea what my fuel rate level is. Can't see a fuel gauge anywhere. I started with 35, 37 litres, something like that. I'm just hoping that's enough to go the distance. Oh, I'm going to be doing more than 3 litres a lap. No! Don't damage your car. Don't fucking hit me. Of course everyone I pass quits. Nobody wants to be last. And 33's on 5 seconds off the pace. Wow. Oh, it's a 7-lap race, not a 10-lap race. I'm starting lap 6 now. No one else has pitted. not getting lapped at any rate. Ooh, are they finished cars or are they cars I'm passing? I'm not last! Woo! Never even got my tyres warmed up properly. Whoa! Look where you're going, dickhead. There we are. It'll give those chance guys a minute or two to finish, and then it'll automatically take us back to practice session. But those guys that's, well, one guy possibly that's behind me is stopped, so he won't be finishing. So we're just going to have to sit here for about 3 minutes and then it'll put us back in session. There we go. Didn't take too long. He did finish. There he is, rolling up the road. Can't remember how to flash headlights. Press triangle for controls. I haven't got anything programmed for handbrake for flashlights. Oh well. Let's try and improve my time a little bit. I'm tempted to create a room. I'm going to do just that. I want to race a really old car. Select track. Silverstone 1967. Select cars. Maseratis. I'll do. Create. No traction, no ABS, skinny tyres. Pram wheels. These got about 450 horsepower, I think. About there. Leave that alone. Not a lot to do really. I'm not even going to stiffen it up because this is... Oh, actually I will, because this is a smooth... I was thinking of Monza Classic. This is a relatively flat track. They're already quite high. I'll leave them alone. Oh, 2 seconds. I can't remember how to do it. That's what I'm looking for. I'm a bit lost. Okay. Oh, I'm lucky. suppose now I'm back in a manual. I'm going to try and do some improper gear changes. I'm going to change from third down to second without using the clutch. And now I'm going to use my clutch. There we go. In Gran Turismo, you can just ignore your clutch and throw the stick around. But here, if I don't use the clutch properly, it punishes me. Another thing I can do here, I'm going to go to fourth. I'm in fourth. Now I'm going to change to second. And go back to fourth. And back to second. Gran Turismo's shite. Could shorten my gearbox quite a lot. There's my fuel gauge right next to my speedo. I'm a muppet. I don't know why I couldn't see that in the other race. Maybe fuel was off, maybe that's why. And I could have been running an empty tank. Gearbox. I only need about 186. This is as low as it goes. I can adjust them individually as well. 170, 140, 115, 83. There we go. There we go. Over revved my engine a bit there. Be a good lap if I get it all together. No! I thought I could do that in a high third and it's not, it's a very low third. I'm still up. Oh! Not up anymore. Yeah, I still think second gear is probably better for these corners. It's a bit more wee, but I think it is faster. Wee! Let's get it in second for this one. That's where I went off, isn't it? Over rev. Have to watch that. Or was it this corner I went off? I think it was there now. Thought I was going to catch it. I'll get my car repaired. Oh, apparently we're going to a race when I finish this lap, because the time has run out. Let's get it home in one piece then. .155.7. I'm going to call it a day, guys. I'm not going to go and do a race on my own. Oh, it's put me back to the start corner. It hasn't. Anyway, that's enough. I'm going to go and find some communal gaming of some sort with some friends once I've made a cup of coffee. So, that's all for today. It's been fun driving these old cars, but there we are. Take care, folks. Bye bye.